What's up, guys? Welcome back. I am Lupa,
And I am Kirisudo or Christian.
and we're your casters for tonight's game. So,
How are we feeling about today?
I'm feeling pretty confident. We had a good showing at the LAN this weekend.
Yes, we
Good
did.
showing. Only lost to Columbia College.
Yeah, can't
Uh,
be too mad at that one either.
and
Cause
they won the
them,
whole tournament.
them
So,
boys, them boys are nasty. So I don't
they
mind.
are.
I
They
don't
are
mind taking.
disgusting.
I don't
I saw
mind.
some. They ran a scrim afterwards. Whew. Those guys are nasty.
Yeah, it's rough.
Anyways, so we're looking at our map bans here. They first banned Haven. Now that is a weak map for us. So
Yeah, that's
looking at a very positive side. Oh, we ban Haven. Okay.
perfect. They look to ban Pearl, which I haven't seen too many looks of our team on Pearl.
It is a more comfortable map for them than Split. Split is kind of their less favorite of the two new maps in the pool.
Okay, okay.
But we do get Bind. We got a lot of experience this weekend on that one. Played
Yes.
2 of our 3 groups on Bind.
Ooh, and we took dubs in those groups, didn't we?
We smoked. We had a smoke show of a win. I think it was about 13-5.
Yeah, I think
in one of them.
so,
And then
yeah.
we had a unfortunate I think it was 14-16 loss that we took.
You can't even be too
But-
mad at that one.
Yeah, it was a close game, hard fought, well played from both sides. But it does look to be one of our stronger maps. Sunset also a good map for us. So
Yes, I do know that. But I'd also heard rumors that Pratt, because we are playing Pratt Community College tonight, I've heard rumors that Sunset is also a good-looking map for them.
I do believe it is both of our best maps.
Ooh, so that's
So
gonna
this
be a little bit
should be a
showing.
good matchup here. And then closing it out, if we go to game 3, we have Abyss, which is also another good map for us.
All right, this is looking.
Somehow
this
we
looking
managed to
good.
get
Me
our
excited.
top 3 maps. I don't know how, but we did.
So we better take advantage of that. Really proud of these boys, especially catching some wins over the last couple weeks, especially at that LAN. Very good to get our confidence up and get it flowing going into these playoffs. But for reference, I'm the Sentinel player on our main team. Will is the Sentinel player on our B team. So we're kind of gonna have there will be a lot of us talking about what's going on, and it's just gonna feel like a conversation because it's just a lot, and we know our game. So here we are getting into
Alright.
it. So
Does look like we're going with our standard comp here, the Deadlock instead of the Viper. And they're going with the Vise. How do you feel about the Vise on Bind? You tried it yet?
I haven't seen that. No, actually,
I haven't seen it either.
That's interesting to me,
See the
especially.
Cypher, the Deadlock, the Veto.
Yeah,
the Viper,
I've
but-
never seen them. But my assumption, I'll probably be wrong, but my assumption is that we're putting Vise towards maybe Garden or something and playing Thorns, because I could kind of see that. You have Molly Stall towards Hookah and Long. So it kind of, same as the Viper, which kind of has the same functionality a little bit, but so that's an
Assuming-
interesting one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming her ults could get pretty good value.
Ooh,
Right?
that's true
The
too.
backside's pretty secure, so if you
Yeah.
even get close to Truck, you don't even have to get that far up.
Yeah,
You can push from really far back for retakes.
Yeah, that's true. That's a lot of space too, and especially, if you could put that wall. Now that I'm even thinking about it, it's making me feel gross because that
You gonna
that-
run into ranked later?
man, that might be nasty. So we'll see what happens there.
But it
But
looks like they're gonna run both Deadlock and Vise too. The
Yes.
double Sentinel.
yeah, so especially starting on defense, might be a little bit rough for our boys to get through, but we're gonna see what they can do. Opting more standard besides the other 2 picks, just picking the Yoru and the Brim here, and Michigan State playing Flashfire. I believe he's usually on the Viper, but opting for the Deadlock here, and I believe that is just a pick for comfortability. But we'll see what that can do. Otherwise, pretty standard. With our Initiator player playing Fade, Smokes player on Brim, Toxic on the Yoru as we always see him, and Zach on his Raze as we also often see. So we're gonna see what we can do here.
Toxic is pretty much jailed to the Yoru exclusively right now. I
Man.
will say.
I wonder if he likes it over there. I mean, hey, Yoru's
He
not.
did like it a lot. He started to get a little bit bored of it from what I've been told, but you know.
I mean, you can't blame him playing the same thing over and over.
He had,
but-
I want to say 90 games of Yoru last act in ranks.
Oh.
In pretty much every map. In
Goodness,
scrims and
yeah.
everything. I mean, I'm sure he experimented, but this guy, he's pretty much only played Yoru, I can't lie.
This guy knows a thing or two about his role, then, so he's gonna get it done. That's what we're hoping. So looking to open towards B here. I was right, at least for now, on the Thorns, opting for a setup towards Hookah the Vise. Flashfire looking like he has a lineup, too, towards this long guy, Ogda. Looks like this Deadlock might run into some pressure, so we're going to find out.
Throwing net.
And the net does land, but we get walled off there, so not able to take the space as fast.
I was gonna say, if we do get her, we do get a lot of her util out. She should only have maybe a sensor left.
Yes, yes, yes. And we're outside. Toxic takes one, another sight. Another backside dead. MSU up in the pistol round, 4v2 advantage currently.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, even though the Deadlock has no util, there's also a Vise setup here.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem to have mattered.
Nope, because we opted for the long push instead of Hookah, which was the right play. We like to call Hookah the no-go zone. If you're gonna go B, you should not go Hookah. So good choice.
Especially against the Vise. Once you jump out of there, I mean, you can't move.
You're done for. Looks to be trying to pick up the retake here, but 3v1 here for TTK, and MSU takes the pistol round, and that is a very important round for momentum, especially going into this BO3.
Historically, not a big pistol round team. They do get some big pistol round wins, but consistency, they are a big fan of the rifles and the guns they use most of the time. It does seem a little bit awkward, but they did seem to play the trades pretty well. Yeah. Closing out with a nice 2 headshots to end it.
Yeah, that was nice. Can't complain about that one at all. Just looked like a nice take, and we just hit our shots.
Do seem to be setting up in more of a default this round. I think it's Brim and Raze just holding long.
Yeah, but it looks
short.
like a double walk down here from both sides, looking to crunch here.
No escape.
Are just 3-man
Flashfire with the net. Flashfire also catches one here. However, TKM does also find one close. Flashfire about to walk into 2 here, but Pratt with the Bulldog.
Behind 2 of them. Walking with Toxic. There's still one more. Are they ready for him? They are.
Ooh.
Last player standing.
It's just the Yoru on the wrong side of the map with the Deagle. Gonna try and look for a play flank here.
Find something. I mean, you can't blame him. There's not a lot he can do in this situation.
They're playing it safe, scaling slowly, working together.
Yeah, this looks to be pretty comfortable for MSU here. However, though, with the awareness that he could be everywhere, I just hope that we look flank fast enough is my only worry.
Spike planted.
He does get a gun.
It looks like we are looking flank, especially with the awareness that all the guns are back here. Hopefully we're really paying attention to this flank here. And it looks like Toxic does have the cross for it. However, going to be clearing the back. Kills one. Blind here stuck. And Frozen finds both. Just an unfortunate round, and just the trades just didn't play out our way.
It's a hard spot to play. The hold flank and backside and showers. There's so many places they can go to. And with 2 people, it's really hard to play together.
Yeah, I think that maybe in hindsight, maybe should have played up a little bit more and taken a fight maybe together towards somewhere just to clear some space. Not sure if the Fade Eye came back by then and things like that, but just not having to deal with so many angles is so important in rounds like that. So I think sometimes the only thing you really can do is clear something and fight up on something, because sometimes you just both get caught looking the wrong way, and that's wraps.
It is a rough one to lose with the first blood and with better guns, but don't seem to be too phased. Setting up for a showers push.
We're going to be making it work here. 3 towards the shower. Frozen finds 2.
The Outlaw gets 2, and the Sheriff gets a 3rd.
Toxic, though, finds another.
2 headshots from Toxic. Deadlock working B.
Brim here jump spotting. Looking for some sort of presence here. But Flashfire looks to be going for the net, which almost lands, but just misses. Brim aware, but Brim is by himself on site here. Looks like it might be time for a little bit of a take. Toxic here, looking to take a fight, but might be a little bit too late, as all 3 players are now towards this A side. Are they aware that the C's hits? I'm not sure. Oh, they must be off the tab. Oh, finds one, but almost looked like it was going to line up. I saw the vision. I saw it. But just unfortunately did not come out on top there. And it's just an unfortunate round, but all good.
Unfortunately, being down numbers 2v3 with
Thank you.
only 2 deagles in hand.
Sounds
I mean,
rough
Toxic
one.
has to look for a fight up there solo, and unfortunately at 20 HP, he just loses it.
Yeah, can't be too mad at that one though. Going into this next round. So, more on the Vise because this is just so
Now we
intriguing to me. Looks like he's setting up a lot towards this B site here, trying to play that same default Senti role or that Viper or whatever you could call it. Here.
Yoru walked up in the cubby. Deadlock seems to be aware of a push, playing around it.
Ooh, but Toxic finds the kill. Beautiful shot. That's a huge pick to be up.
We are stacked towards long. We dogged it down, but the Fade does
Spike down
re-clear.
B.
Gets traded out.
Beautiful. Good trades here. This interaction here between Flashfire and Brim may mean a lot though because Flash finds this. We're up 2 numbers, but he dies here. We're down 1. But
We
it
are
looks
going to
to be
Yoru them
Yoru
out.
ulting.
Yoru ult them out.
2 on site here, and with all 4 MSU players here, we have to take some space. Yoru finds one from heaven and drops down.
That is what the Yoru is strong for, specifically on this map with such a straight CT line.
Yeah.
TPing from A to B and B to A throughout the round, especially with when they get the operator online, really just to keep the offense guessing, is such a strong strategy.
Very, very true. Very important post plant here, as whoever's broke is going to be, whoever loses this round is going to be very, very broke. Fighting into this shower though. However, Frozen gets 3. Zach by himself finds 1. Oh, almost lined up, but Frozen just takes the fight, and it really just looks like Toxic got caught with a really bad timing there.
It did look like
Not while I'm here.
he tried to flash out, clear triple to help his team, and there was just a Yoru just outside of his vision that he couldn't see. And then obviously he reloads and the Yoru just swings him.
Just unfortunate timing. You know, just sucks sometimes, especially because it's those rounds, and it's so sad when you feel like I should really use this piece of util, but I don't want to get swung. And then of course, that tiny thought, that moment that you waited, sometimes it just happens to end up that way. It's just unfortunate. But here's the leaderboard here. MSU looking to force this round out. Frozen is on the outlaw again, knowing that all 5 MSU players are on light armor. Finds the 1 as well.
Dog, TP
Flash
on.
here, ooh, close on.
1 enemy
Fade
remaining.
finds the trades.
And unfortunately, just an off angle on Hookah. They walk into the wall and they just walk into the crosshair of the Vise.
Just looks to be unfortunate here. Brim also behind him, pinching, just stuck. And
Completely trapped, surrounded on every side. They push through A, they push down long.
yeah, and it looks to be here that Pratt just feel comfortable. More specifically, Frozen feels very, very comfortable. Finding huge multi-kills in a lot of these rounds with his clutch and with his play in showers that 1 round. His outlaw shots. Just seems to be feeling it.
He is 11-2, and like I said, that TP is taking him across the map, keeping them guessing where the numbers are, what site the defense has stacked,
Yeah.
and especially the fact that he's using that outlaw so much on their eco rounds. It's essentially just an operator in those situations.
Yeah, and especially with how fast it shoots, you can really take the benefit here. Looks like MSU are looking for a fast push here towards the A, but get mollied off, get Vined off.
Spike down A.
Molly and Vine, there is a lot of util for stall here. Fade here also seems to be holding towards the shower. Toxic though with the Bulldog, looking to find one, but also getting pushed from behind. 1v5 here, and can't find the number.
It did look like, you know, the eco round, try and get in the close range U-hauls, run them down, get a couple picks, and take their guns and give them to the other members that are, you know, healthy. But there's just too much util with the Brim Molly and
Man,
Fly Storms.
that stall. I do see the vision now because this stall on this comp
Deadlock
is
stun too. The
disgusting.
Rays did get caught by that.
Yeah, I mean this stall is truly disgusting. Are gonna have to play very default-y towards their attack side for sure, considering you don't really have a lot of too hard hitters for sight. I mean maybe Deadlock net, and Fade, but not looking to be too much here.
Once again, the net hitting, but nobody there to follow it up.
Yeah, I think if we keep netting this, we're gonna have to start taking this space pretty soon.
I mean, at this point, I don't think they're even threatened by it.
Yeah.
I don't think they've been punished by getting netted yet, but
Nope. We got to start walking towards this, but unfortunately they are going to start to pick up on the net. Looks to be a default here. Flashfire holding for this. Yoru, though, looking for some info. Ulting through B. Wants to know who is here. Calling right now. No one's hookah. And definitely might even find one spawn.
I do believe the defense Deadlock just Deadlock ulted her own Brimstone.
Oh.
I believe she just ulted U-Haul. I could be wrong.
Okay. Interesting.
2v3
2v3 here. Toxic up 2.
Toxic with 2 big kills with the rifle there.
Very important here. 2v3. Frozen finds another and looks to be holding Toxic now towards the shower.
Yeah, unfortunately, he gets 2 picks and he has to give up the space to reload again, but Brim just sneaks through his own smoke and catches Azul off guard.
Just unfortunate timing there. But it just seems to be like, or maybe I'll wait till a timeout to really give my perspective here. But
I have seen him win these before.
oh, we've all.
I saw this win him on land Saturday.
Oh, I've seen him win these. He does win these. Ooh. Hey, you almost made a run out of it. Almost.
It did look promising for a minute.
But Frozen finding the last in the 2v1. 14
Still alive.
2.
2 deaths in 7 rounds.
Has not caught a death in a minute, and MSU are going to have to do something for purpose of momentum here soon, or else things may be getting rough.
One thing I do find interesting is they're double stacking the Deadlock and Vise on B, and they're both playing very passively.
Yeah.
But they're also pulling the Yoru over quite often, so I wonder if that's exploitable. But it doesn't seem to be benefiting the default playstyle that they're playing towards on Michigan State.
No, I think during some of these rounds, especially when they're playing so slow, you've got to sometimes take a gamble, not just on an eco, but I think sometimes you've just got to hit a side. Frozen finds Toxic here. With the Outlaw, again, as we talked about on these eco rounds, just really abusing its capabilities here. Netted.
Raise ult.
Does
he know where the enemies are?
Won't find it.
Deadlock is 2 from backside. Yoru's still alive in showers with that Outlaw.
Emma Blunt finds 2 though. Huge 2v2 here. Do they know though? Do they know that they're both scaling U-Haul? This might be a really bad timing here for MSU. It's both.
Unfortunately, his Bulldog finds 2, but there's still 2 more left alive in U-Haul. That is such a strong gun though. Yeah. Especially for those half-buy or those rounds where it's a little bit awkward, where you need to force up heavy shields so you're not at 1 shot to the Outlaw. Yeah. 115 to the head, and the speed that the burst kills at.
That burst is disgusting. Man, mark my words, you will see me buy that gun every time like we have a bonus, I have any extra money for that. Like, that gun's so good, especially if you ADS hold, especially for Sensi players like us. Just so good.
I mean, it really is. When you're holding those one-and-done type angles where you take 1 shot and then leave just for the information, it really is such a strong gun. The Outlaw again holding this showers push. Is Toxic aware of it?
Ooh. Died to it last time and doesn't look to want to die again.
I don't believe he just noted it was there, but he did back up.
Ooh. Flashfire though, however, does hear the net towards this Fade. Fade looks like he's probably going to try to maybe get out of this situation. Yeah, looks to be leaving.
He is able to get out.
But Fade looks to be rewalking this.
Seems to be re-clearing it.
Very aware, but might get caught off the timing. Flashfire, however, does miss the shot, and Flashfire looks to be taking this fight towards the Fade here.
The Yoru is all the way through showers. The Brim's smoking. The Deadlock seems to be backing up.
Ooh, and they know it's not A.
It's a double Senti sight, and it seems to be that they're well aware of where they're going. But they are regrouping back towards A.
Oh. Frozen here.
Fortunately, they're walking straight back into the pushed-up Outlaw on an off angle.
Man.
Do we think they clear him
It almost hurts my eyes to watch.
Spike down.
However,
no,
only finds 1 though.
It's tagged down to 1 HP. Toxic. Flashed. TPing back again, but the Yoru's in U-Haul now. Azul finds the kill, and it looks like they're forced to back up and play the retake.
Looks to be 3v4 here, getting the plan down, but the Brim ult here stalling him lots, and Zach taking lots of damage here.
Does live, but he is 59 health.
And Vise finds 2 here close after the swing. Toxic here on 90 HP with the Outlaw, 2 bullets, but 4 opponents, and with that miss, it's looking like this round might be wrapped up. Ooh. However,
not
finds
quite
1.
yet.
he likes to make a run out of it. He likes to keep us on our seats.
Every time. It just looks like he has the potential to close that out.
Man.
Really is a mechanically gifted player, but also very mentally aware.
Yeah, very, very true. So here looks to be quite the unfortunate half again that we're going into, only taking that pistol round. And to be fair, as we all know, Valorant is definitely a game of momentum. So especially, you know, I feel like all Valorant players almost feel like, oh, and so that's how he's getting that thorn all the way over there. That's how he's playing both sides.
Okay.
Interesting. But as we all know, Valorant is a momentum game, and especially when I feel like all Valorant players know that there is a sin in losing the round after pistol if you win. So
This is a full buy round coming out.
here. Very true. Looks to be fast hitting here. On B.
They did find the 2 players on site. The Yoru caught out.
Toxic finds one, finds two.
Now, it does seem to be a free site, but there is an uncleared Vice sitting in hookah, currently smoked off, but they did smoke him. Maybe they're aware.
Looks to be aware here,
Seems
but
to be
how
backing
long?
off.
How long will we take the stall? Deadlock walking here, finds the one pick. Finds the second too. And the numbers have changed so fast. That's the Visalt that we're talking about there. Takes a lot of sight, and both players are locked out of a smoke here. Oh my god, and through the smoke, he's netted 40 HP. Looks to be going for the flasher, take the fight, and the right click just lands. And that's just an unfortunate round.
Unfortunate. They get the site, they get the plant down, they set up in the positions they want, and then just torn apart by an elbow player, a CT player, a hookah player.
Yeah, and I feel
And
like
then the hookah player getting her Visalt off, and then hitting a one-tap through the smoke.
it's like I feel like in those rounds you just have to slow down, especially being up numbers like that. Considering you're up 5v3, you don't have to play for sight as much. And you can play, especially with the Yoru, play that one on site. Play Toxic on site and everyone else sitting back, because I saw Luke got caught off guard there by the elbow player. You know, you don't need to be facing those angles, especially if they can't walk through.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Brimstone's still alive. Not sure how many smokes he had left, but at least one.
Very true as well.
The Yoru gets one, TP's out away again.
Man, and he loves his operator. He loves his outlaw.
Unfortunately, with the deadlock and
Flash fire though looks to be taking fights for CT. Finds one. Will he be aware of the player behind him in smoke? Is seized here though. Are aware of this deadlock here. Toxic finds one with the Bucky. 2v3 here. Both players one towards U-Haul. Wall here looks to be very, very awkward though. And that blind does find the one though. 2v2 here.
One enemy
a
remaining.
long-range Spectre. That was a buffed gun in the most recent patch.
Yes, indeed it was. And
The Bulldog we're talking about.
Fade looks to be stalling here for his teammate, which
Fade is
blame
one
him.
tap to the head with this gun.
true. Maybe Flashfire can find it, but looks like they're grouped here, probably holding a high-low too. Bad net, too far. Oh, and they almost line up just an inch off.
140, I believe you just said.
Man, heard that one
Such a
through
close
the
round.
box. Man, that one hurts. Just unfortunate there. However, definitely, I know that was definitely a half buy for us. We were not looking a full buy there. So going into this next round, I'm looking to make something happen. But currently, I think our biggest issue right now is this Yoru, and I think it's not only him, but it's the fact that he's picking us off so early. I mean, we've just got to start clearing these angles better, because he's there every time.
I was going to talk about it last round, but I realized Yoru flashes, clone, fade, util, grav nets,
Yeah.
raise bot.
There we go, and finds the clear.
We do kill the Yoru out for first blood this time, but it just seems like we should have the util to clear his snipers out.
Yeah.
And we're just walking into them.
Yeah, we need to be definitely playing a little bit, not even a little bit, a lot slower towards those angles and being more careful, especially when he's feeling himself like this. You know he's going to probably be out wide on a lot of these angles. But MSU looking to opt for the TP towards Shower, but just, again, so much stall towards this angle.
4-man grav net. Unfortunately, also that smaller fade ult.
Yes, Toxic does find the trade, though. Looks to be one towards backside. Looks to be all two towards backside now. Zach does find one, though. 3v2 here, up numbers. Brim here wrapping towards this U-Haul. Finds Toxic.
Last player standing.
Just MF Blind left in the
One
1v2.
enemy remaining.
Finds the one.
He knows he's U-Haul, but he doesn't know which side he is.
And MF Blind finds the kill. And that is a very, very, very important round there.
First and last round of the half.
And I mean,
Some might say that's the two most important rounds.
it's true. I mean, you started good. And beginning was, we don't talk about
Started
it. Or the
good,
middle.
ended good. We can forget about the middle and go on to the defense half.
And I agree with that. Don't forget, do not count us out, especially considering that they're playing a double Sentinel comp here. So we're going to have to play very slow and very defaulty. So especially with this pistol round, this is a very huge round for the rest of this game because I'd argue that if Pratt wins this pistol round, it might be as good as done. So we'll see what happens here.
Especially being able to do the same stuff back to them. If that Yoru's able to get the Outlaw online for the eco rounds and get the operator up. Unfortunately, Frozen
Fine.
just decided to wake up on the right side of the bed today. Not
I
really sure.
mean, man, I don't know what this guy is
swings
on, but
3 and kills 2. So he might just be the greatest shooter we've ever seen.
gets out too there. Look to be opting here for the A hit. The 2 players on site here. And
That classic in U-Haul.
opting for Pratt. Finds one though. You're here aware that he needs to accelerate here. They are aware of him. Does find the one though.
Last player standing.
Gets found though. MF Blind maybe needs to take this gunfight now while he has the timing. Does find it.
One enemy
Finds the
remaining.
second.
Finds
1
his
HP.
third. 1 HP.
Getting faced. Does he know what he needs to do? Will he find it?
The Vice should be one tap to the head. No shields.
Ooh, Vise is weak too though. Look at his HP.
That's true. He did just hit some of those wall bangs.
And he finds it! MF Blind with the 1v3. Come on, he says. And what a round from him. My God.
Taking things into his own hands.
Man, don't worry. I got this. I mean, he's feeling it. And what a beautiful way to start this half.
And now, like I said, we have that Outlaw up on the Yoru.
Yes, we do. Toxic saw a thing or two and was like, you know what? It's my turn. And can't blame him here.
Playing towards that B.
Yes.
Probably going to be holding the long angle and the deadlock sensor to trap the players once they jump out of hookah.
Don't mind it. But however,
They do
Pratt.
seem to be going completely away from the Outlaw. Choosing to go towards all hookah.
However, though, we do have the sensor here. Looks to be accelerating here towards this hookah. Does have the net, though. Might want to net now, though, before it's too late. A couple players might be out now. Netted now. The players are out. Misses the timing. And
Just gets
behind the
2.
2. Taking the rifles now here, too, I assume. Pratt here looking to be in the advantageous position. And
Unfortunately, it just looked like the deadlock util was completely telegraphed for this exact situation. Walling CT deep to trap the backside players, netting backside, followed with a deep fade eye to make the turn around.
Yeah, and it was choreographed. I mean, they went into that. We probably didn't have to play as on site in that situation. However, I mean, we did have the deadlock util set up for it. Flashfire also netting a little bit too late. Especially if you hear the brim ult or the brim util there. The stem. I feel like we need to be probably netting towards under hookah and not in hookah because you could just miss that timing sometimes, and that's a very unfortunate round because again, that round after pistol is an unfortunate one to be losing.
Does also look like somewhat of an eco buy from both teams. A lot of cheaper rifles like the Bulldog and Guardian from the side of Pratt, and a lot of Stingers and Spectres from Michigan State.
And Flashfire here holding his net towards this long waiting for the fight. But looks like to be some contact here. 1 HP. MF Blind does get the trade here, but TKM does find another.
No surprise.
And onside on Flashfire does find one, but looks to be pretty uncomfortable on site there. And again, this deadlock wall.
Spike
You
planted.
know, I swear, I think Deadlock might be my least favorite character to play against sometimes, especially with that wall in situations like this. And it just feels like you're always locked out of the round so early.
I mean, they even nerfed the health on the wall in the latest patch, and it still is such a strong piece of util.
It's crazy. And Blind looks to be taking one here. Does look to be going for the running gun here, knowing that the player's on the outlaw, but looks like the Pratt players know what they need to do, just play their angles. I mean, high, low, one high box, one garden, one corner. I mean, I don't know if Tens is getting out of that one, man.
I mean, who knows? That man was magical.
True.
But we are seeing. Oh, for a second we had 5 Bulldogs on the side of Michigan State.
And I can't even blame him. That gun is so good, and especially knowing here that we have to force through this next round.
Unfortunately, Brimstone does still have an outlaw, and every single member of MSU is not on heavy shields either.
Oh my God! And
Light
where's
or
Brim is the question. Oh my God! And Brim is coming. Okay, it's okay.
Hold off a set TP play.
Ooh, I do like the fight, but
Player standing.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem to work out. The deadlock finds 3 before she gets traded. We can
And
let the judge before it's closed out for
Attackers
Pratt.
win.
and Pratt with an 11 or 13, sorry, 13-3 game there on their hands. Just really taking control of that game. And honestly had quite the dominant performance while doing it.
Speaking of taking control, Frozen on the offense side, or on the defense side, I'm sorry. His outlaw and his operator and the way he was just moving around the map, constantly keeping them guessing, really was a thorn in the side of Michigan State. And on offense, Deadlock kept finding multi-kills when she wasn't with the team.
Yeah, you know, especially being on that Sentinel role, as we know, and playing towards those extremities. When you play those off angles and you find more than one, it's so important, especially because it's so much information in itself, especially because I believe most of us as NT players usually know that the point of the lurk sometimes isn't always to kill, but as for the information that you get from it, and I mean, it's info, it's kills, and like you said, Frozen, I mean, literally just dominated the entirety of their defense half here and just took so many angles that MSU, I think, could have been clearing a little bit better. However, Toxic there with the top frag for MSUB here. And just quite the unfortunate performance, especially after those pistol rounds. Man, those are just hard to see.
It was such a promising start from that first pistol round, and the way to end the second half. They got their 2 rounds, and unfortunately, they just couldn't pull it through.
Yeah, and sometimes that happens. When you're down, especially such a deficit, sometimes it can just be so hard to get your head back in the game. But hey, we got another map coming up. Looking here for the
Sunset.
yes, yeah,
We're
which
going
is
to Sunset next.
a very fun one. Looks to be going into it,
Going
and
straight into the
looks to be
Sunset.
going into it now, which is exciting for us here. Looking towards the picks here, MF Blind here opting for the Sova. Looks to be a pretty standard default comp. Opting to play the double duelist here, considering that the Toxic and Zach Toxic again in Yoru jail.
I mean, yeah, like I said, it's pretty much every map that he's on the Yoru. I mean,
These guys combined to it. Looks that Pratt so far seem to be hovering the Neon, especially knowing that Neon is so important on this map, especially towards that A main fight.
yes.
With
And towards the
stun
middle.
there.
Being
Yes.
Yeah. The cover that is in middle is so easily accessible by Neon at the start of the round as compared to other duelists with their speed.
Very true. And just taking a lot to take early space here. And looks to be
We are going to see 2
exciting.
different style of comps. Pratt opting to run the Neon with the Breach. Try and just support that Neon as much as possible, which, hey,
yeah.
their Neon is frozen.
Oh,
So-
I didn't even see that one, but got me
Fortunately,
shivering.
I believe for us, the Neon is going to be less likely to run those operators
True.
and those outlaws. But it is going to be a lot harder to contest her in those one-on-ones with a Breach running behind her Thutil.
Yes, very true.
However, on MSU, we're running the Neon alongside a more slow comp with the, like I said earlier in that last game, the util to clear out these angles, and the Sova and the Vise. Vise, notably, no longer has the info from her flash.
Man, when they made that change, part of me as a Vise player died inside, because that flash is so nice off rip rounds, because especially when they don't know it's coming, like those flashes towards like A main, deep A main, that just catch like those people, like, you know, so you're fully aware that the space is either inhabited or not. Like those flashes are so important.
It really was a phenomenal tool for defense. Offense especially as well, just to show pressure, but defense, being able to know if somebody was in the area you wanted to contest and then just being able to walk up for free was such a strong part of her kit. And I'm interested to see how the meta adapts once we get back into pro games.
Yeah, very true.
Once the 2026 season starts up.
Very, very true here. Pratt starting on the defense here, I believe. Cypher looks to be deep camming for this presence, but MSU looks to be taking a fast mid fight here. TKM finds one, finds two, Frozen finds another. And the mid fight just doesn't go our way, with two separate players on Pratt finding two and only one of us finding the kill there on the Brimstone. Flashfire, though, however, might
An interesting timing
have
here.
the timing of his life, dare I say. The Cypher
seems to
looking
be
close.
where-
Oh, and Frozen just catches him off. And, you know, sometimes you take the gunfight, and you just don't win. Part of the
That
game
really
play.
did just seem to be a battle of the aim. Both teams just walking down mid with no util, especially the Breach.
Yeah, I mean, he just walked down there with his confidence hanging from him, and
Breach Neon,
Showed
normally a
them.
combo that goes really fast, specifically with their util,
very true.
just contacting down main, or down mid, my apologies.
That goes there.
Now,
This is
Cypher Chip's a little bit interesting. They are both shockable with just one shock.
Maybe explaining that Frozen here on the Outlaw again, unfortunately.
I stand corrected. The Neon is also just
Also
as
on the
likely
Outlaw.
to run the Outlaw as the Yoru.
And, you know, maybe it's not even the Neon. Maybe it's the Frozen is more likely to run the Outlaw at this point. My God, he loves that gun. Flashfire here running into the trip. Shut out from
Deagle.
Bomb.
Able to one-tap all of these guys.
True.
However, the head is a pretty small hitbox.
Does find a body shot, but Pratt there just taking the round in. Looks like the mid fight just didn't go our way again. Frozen
them again.
on the Outlaw again. Very comfortable, as we know. And probably going to be taking these deep lines again. And I think this game is definitely going to be the same battle of attrition, and just like, can we really take
This goes here.
him off the line?
Now, notably, because Flashfire did buy that Deagle, which I'm a massive fan of the Sentinel buying a Deagle after losing Pistol, finding that one taps on the lurk is really strong. However,
Goes there.
it does mean he's one tap to the
And he
Outlaw
looks to
again.
be walking into. Oh, and I mean,
He's on the other angle. Toxic finding one on the other side of the
Oh!
map.
very important 2 kills there. Flashfire does find the Neon there. Very huge kill. And perfect timing here for MSU, too, looking to run away from the fight that they were looking for today.
They are, however, running into a Cypher with a Stinger. So, full
No
blind.
way, right?
Honestly, a perfect flash from Toxic.
Yeah, that was
Bounce
beautiful.
past him and back into his line of sight.
Right here.
MSU here in a 5v2,
Right here.
looking to secure the round. And as long as there aren't any major hiccups here, looking to be okay.
I will say this is a very awkward spot to be playing flank from. However,
Oh my God, Flashfire has a
It-
crazy read right now. Oh!
it doesn't seem that they are aware of it, but
Enemy remaining.
Finds the one. Breach here looking for the walk. Flashfire holding it. Doesn't get timing, but. And again, that
Bulldog headshots.
one tap.
is he aware of how close they are?
Good blind. Does find the second one,
Does get-
which is unfortunate here for MSU, especially going into that bonus round. You obviously want to be up as many numbers as you can, but just unfortunate there for us.
Yes. Overall, especially considering we had 2 light shields into an Outlaw, losing 2, especially not to the Outlaw, is a pretty successful anti-eco round.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I mean, we just closed out the corners, took the angles we needed to take, and closed out the round. No complaints there.
I'm curious to see this Breach and Neon. I haven't seen too much of the util combo, but
Here's
it
the A
looks
fight
like
to talk about. The prophesized Zach does find Omen here off the stun and the blind.
the breach stun was there, but it seemed like the counter util forced the Neon back.
Yeah, and then Omen just gets caught there with his pants down, stunned. Breach does look to rewalk it, though. No util again, just swinging. I mean, knows he has to take a fight, but I mean, the confidence is just brimming from this guy.
Now we're walking back mid. The Neon does seem to be aware of it, holding the smoke.
Yes, Neon here aware of the
Cypher
mid
chip.
presence. Probably gonna take a swing. Flashfire finds him again. Flashfire might have this guy's number from what I'm seeing here. Looks to be taking this maybe towards A from the CT space here. However, Breach here, reverse clearing, knows that there's nobody main and he's hearing the noise. Will the MSU players here be aware, or well, the wall just got tagged, so I'd hope so. Flashfire though on the lurk finds another.
Why is there a Vise where I buy my guns?
I mean,
That's what I would be saying there. Why is there a Vise in my spawn?
Hey, and Sova seems to be aware here, but will Flash find the third? Will he be feeling it this way? Tuck behind the box, please, please, please. No!
Unfortunate timing.
Just unfortunate there. And Pratt just put together 3. Breach stun.
TKM doesn't need util. He may be playing the most util heavy character in the game, but he just aim dueled 4 people.
Just needs nothing. I mean, just swings and just finds the kills there. I mean, in the short time that Flashfire dies there on his lurk, just closed out there. Now, I could argue that I think Flashfire should have played a little bit slower on that line, especially because him not being dead and his presence is just such a nuisance to begin with, especially for time and bomb there when you have it planted. But at the same time, I mean, TKM just literally shredded 3 people with no util.
The Vise staying alive there would be big because it means they can focus 3 lives towards elbow and main and all play trades together. But once the Vise goes down in their spawn, CT and Link also become an options, and then it's 3 people for 4 angles.
Lots of space there, but just get caught, unfortunately.
We
Neon
are
here
seeing the
ulting.
Neon speeding it.
Finds Toxic. Looks to be continuing the fight. Finds a second. Finds the third. Neon behind him, though, does find the stun. Finds the 4th. Looking for the ace here. Feeling his
Neon
confidence.
ult doesn't do that much damage.
I swear it doesn't. I mean, this guy might be cheating. Looks to be going for the 5th. Flashfire finds him, ruins his ace. But does look to be held out here and just almost finds the kill on the Cypher, but just not found. And
That's why I'm a Sensi player. My Neon ult doesn't do that.
man, I swear it doesn't. I swear it doesn't. Man, when I Neon ult, I'm sliding into an Odin.
Oh.
And I'm getting op blicked.
Wow, this is a
I
nice
mean, it's just the life of a Sentinel player sometimes. But again here, Frozen, 10 and 3, and just again finding these multis here with TCAM, especially last round was 2 and 2, but down that very important multi kill here, and MSU looking to be on a save. However, Neon is not on the outlaw here.
And Flashfire has a
My car
Bulldog.
is destroyed.
Favorite gun.
Yeah, does seem to be one of our favorite guns.
Holt
Only a
just
little bit
facing
close.
this. I mean, ooh, Flashfire does find 1. Finds 2 while blind, unfortunately. Will AKM find these? Nope, no flick there.
Gets the trade.
2v3 here, but Frozen is already backside. MF blind here is 1 HP. Toxic does become aware though, flashing. Maybe.
Last player standing.
Ooh.
My ult's ready.
Aftershock, they are aware of this
Aftershock.
player here. Oh,
Sends
will he
the
TP
TP
flank?
back.
That's just unfortunate. I mean, just the timing of the flank. I thought for a second that although the stun was for Toxic there, that MF Blind would be able to find the trade, but I mean, this is Frozen we're talking about, so he just wide swung and killed him mid-slide. So
Now, I'm going to be honest. I know it's their eco round, but why is my Cypher facing main?
yeah, that was quite
It's a
an
little bit of a
interesting choice.
risky play, and
Yeah.
he does get punished, but unfortunately, Michigan State loses 3 in the process.
Yeah, I think
this is a nice
literally a calm 3-2-1 insta kills that guy. And also, to be fair, Sova did find 2 while he was like seeing God.
Yeah.
So sometimes it just doesn't go your way, but
This flat goes there.
Looks
Looks to be
be
deeper
forces
Cypher
set up.
trip.
camming for
This goes here.
God knows what looks to be sight.
I'll handle this.
Which
Well,
seems
your
to be the
ulting
play.
amounts. Unfortunately, we can no longer use our clone in your role to take out that
is
that
very
trip
true.
there.
Toxic looks to be trying to, and just dodges all 3 John Wick style.
Doesn't dodge the bullet to his head though.
Very, very
They are
true.
pushing through CT, blinding.
Oh, ripping the breach ult though, looking to take the space fast, I'm sure.
Also
Azul, you're
a
looking to
nerf
get out.
ult.
But
Remaining.
Opium
Azul-
Omen TP.
TP's behind 3 people and they all crumple over.
Omen does find one though here. Looks to be backing up fast. However, MF Blind seems to have his number, Azul, especially knowing he's there.
Playing off each other. A fake TP forces him to clear it out. He gets a spam kill, I believe.
1v1 here. MF Blind here looking to just play the smoke. Jumping in with the sortie. And MF Blind clutches the round.
Find the kill.
Wow. And I mean, Opium Omen TP there from Logan or Azul.
Gets breach ulted and TP's behind them, well stunned.
Hey, I mean, he knows a thing or two because he's seen a thing or two. That's some ball knowledge on that man. But that's a very important round for MSU here. 5-2. We look to be contesting towards this A main space here with our comp here, and looks to be like we're at least stunning towards this A main space, but we don't seem to be fighting for it too hard.
I believe the breach is just faking the pressure.
Yes, Zach here though, however, running it up U-Haul.
Will his Neon ult do the same thing Frozen's did? It's so far.
Finds one. Line there. Looks to be doing the same thing, if not better, if I could say so. Not aware of the CT player. CT player probably going to take it some sort of timing here. Finds one. However, though, Zach does find the third there.
Not with a Neon ult, but his gun is just as good as his ultimate, if not better. The operator is online for Frozen now. Grouping up with her Cypher. Nope, faking it.
Oof.
Going back, is she going to catch somebody off guard?
Possibly. Toxic here behind the box. Hopefully does not jump spot or peek at the wrong time. And this is exactly the difference between this round that we played on Bind right here. Notice how we're up the numbers, we're not peeking, we're not overcommitting, we're just playing our game. And this is how you get these rounds done. Toxic, though, TPing on the op there. Finds him.
Speaking of aggressive TPs, copying the Omen from last round.
Man.
Instead of TPing behind them, TP's right in his face.
And sometimes with that op especially, there's not a lot you can do. I wonder if Cypher might try to take a fight here, but looks to be...
I was assuming they were going to save because the Cypher was walking away, and then the Neon just walks CT on them, and Toxic quite literally jumps in his face and says hello.
Yeah, I mean, you know, to be fair, if I'm Pratt, especially after that last game, I am bring him with confidence, especially if I'm Frozen. So I think he just tried to get a little bit antsy, but I mean, beautiful take from Zach, especially. Just such a strong Neon player, and I'm not gonna lie, Zach might have the best aim I've ever seen. Like,
he does have that it factor.
Disgusting. Frozen here, looked to be jump spotting, but I think missed. Oh.
I believe he was just random spraying the cam, but he's not aware of the Neon up close on him.
And just unfortunate timing there. Toxic is aware of the walk here, but Neon here looking to be playing the discipline and just playing the corner, holding the space, which is very important here for Pratt to kind of group. But we look to be reclearing the space. Good drone here from Ed. Beautiful drone. And yeah, I was going to say that'd be a crazy fight to commit to, especially up a number. Oh, but is committed to it. Finds the second. Swings again.
Keeps going forward.
Zach, however, does find him. Cypher finds one, but gets traded out here.
3v2, however, the Breach is the only one close. And I believe Sova has to break the door before we can come support him, so they should be aware that he's here.
Ooh, however, the smoke is very good stall here. I wonder if they're going to find a spam here.
Airwolf should get them out. Once again, though, Omen is in Michigan State spawn for, I believe, the third time?
I don't like this at all. I think we do need to take this fight, though, towards... Yes. Let's take this fight. We need to get it. Ooh, blaster coming out.
Flash.
Toxic dead, and just Pratt put it together. Honestly, it's just like we said. I think it's just these early picks are really ripping MSU apart right now.
Unfortunately, that round especially, once the Sentinel dies towards B main, your mid players have to be aware that Neon is going for more, and your teammates have to regroup without knowing that space is cleared.
Yeah, so many angles to clear in a situation like that. Thought Frozen would get off the line, especially, you know, run back even on site, but just posts up in the corner and killed another, and it's because he's Frozen.
And unfortunately, with that much deep space taken, they're forced to use so much util to take it back that then Neon and the Yoru don't have anything left to fight CT.
Look to be taking this A fight here, however, looks like the A fight is also being taken here by MSU.
Instant ripping the Sova ult. I don't believe finding anybody, but Frozen finds two, finds three, finds a four.
My goodness.
And TCAM is able to clean up what Frozen couldn't.
And I mean,
He's moving a little bit differently, I won't lie.
yeah, you know, a lot of these rounds, you know, I feel like there's, you know, there's like, we could have done this, we could have done that, you know, there's a couple things that we could work through, but, I mean, a round like that, it's like, you can only say so much. I mean, especially on that last kill, literally 1 HP slid in a guy's face and still found the kill. Now, 17 and 8, just showing such a strong performance
Neon
today.
ult is up, so we might be seeing another fast play come out from Pratt.
I don't blame him.
It
if
does
he
seem like that is going to be the case. Toxic TP's on them. Sheriff can't find the kill.
finds two though, looks to be sliding.
Sliding on the rest.
Takes one, takes two, another 3K here. And Flashfire here looks to be stranded.
So again, he does have that one tap potential.
And TKM finding another, but I mean, these multi-kills are getting hard to watch. I mean, it's almost like I feel like we gotta put a graphic content warning on the stream right now because this is dicey here.
Fortunately, it is just Valorant, but they do gotta clean up some of these kills. That Neon needs to start dying in the first couple bullets and not allowing her to keep getting these multi-kills.
Yeah, just unfortunate there. I think we have to fix up our spacing a little bit too, especially with the way that these trades are looking. I think they're just coming a little bit too late, and they're giving just Neon a lot of time. However, they look to be taking towards this A space again here. MF Blind swinging by himself there, gets found before the Euro ult can pop. And we look to be taking the space off the Euro ult, however, regardless.
There's two left side.
And Frozen, Neon
Toxic
ulting
in a
through.
1v4, blind. Shorty stunned. Is able to find one, but not much more.
And Frozen again finding three.
Switching sides.
Now, Frozen is 23 and 8, which is not a very happy thing. But if there is one thing to look forward to, it is 9-3.
This is true.
An iconic score
Yes.
of the 9-3 curse. I think I believe. Do you believe?
Oh, absolutely, I believe. The 9-3 curse has been held through the test of time, at least in my ranked games.
I got 9-3 curse today, actually.
Did you really?
Yes, in my ranked games. I was up 9-3 and I lost that game in OT.
Wow. I mean,
Unfortunate. So I might be a little bit salty from that, but I'm hoping I see it again today.
maybe a little bit this time on the opposite side.
Hopefully benefiting me.
I hope so. Haven't played Sunset in a very long time here. Not even in our pool currently.
I do think it's interesting to point out. Cypher and I believe it's Cypher and Sova have seen a combined 14 people that half, I think.
Wow. Yeah, just not seeing a lot here, but Pratt here looks to be taking their fights again. Frozen finds another 5v2
Through
here.
mid behind the A players, catch them off guard.
And Frozen finds
Spike planted.
three. And
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where I got that number from. I think I subtracted the deaths.
and Frozen
But
finds
Frozen is just
4.
subtracting the members of Michigan State.
I mean, it doesn't feel like much of a game when this guy's doing what he's doing. However, was just pistol round, looking to get a good upset here towards this next round. I think this is a force. I think this is a force angle for sure. Because we need to find some presence.
Unfortunately, with Neon getting 4 and only getting 1 on the side of Michigan State, there's not going to be a lot of guns available to buy. It's going to be half armors and stingers and deagles, but I don't even think anybody could buy a Bulldog if they wanted to.
Unfortunately.
And Frozen has full shields Phantom on round 2.
Now, am I a little bit afraid? Slightly. But I do believe in our boys here, especially Flashfire here with the stingers. Maybe if Neon walked into this close angle, just would get caught off guard by it. But they look to be just defaulting towards this mid, which is a fair play, especially considering that when you're down guns like this, you do need to make an aggressive play. Cypher baiting the wall, and very unfortunate here for Flashfire, especially because he's on site all by himself here and doesn't have the flash for the info, doesn't know if they're really out or not.
And they're walking back into B with the wall gone now. Only a Thorn and a Yoru with a Deagle and a Vise with a Stinger.
Now,
Dodges the stun.
Find it. Neon is stuck in the thorns, but does find one.
are able to regroup and play together. Hopefully, some phenomenal moments from
Spike
our star
planted.
duelist players here. Some aim.
Zach, your nose, he's in the corner, finds 2. Neon in the smoke there,
close.
close, finds 1.
Last
the second
player
kill.
standing.
3v1 here. Azul does find him, though, in the smoke. 2v1. Does have smoke in 1, needs to play for it here. I believe just smoke bomb and just get
the
on.
off angle.
And
Spams him out
unfortunately,
anyways.
just not found there. And just unfortunate there, especially considering that I just don't think we had enough to really bunker down there. And I think we played towards that door for a little bit too long there. I think after the wall goes down, you have to give space, and I think you have to group and fight towards somewhere. And
Now,
just-
heroics is what we needed.
True.
And there were some heroics delivered, but not quite enough. The numbers from Pratt just too overwhelming. Better guns, more people. And it does pull out in the end. And I believe this is another force for Michigan State. Not quite enough money to full buy.
Looks for the A fight here. Frozen, I mean, just flies.
Dodges the Omen blind, slides on the Omen. Omen can't see a
Zach
thing.
looks to be stunned. I mean, the
Both of them
util.
are stunned by the breach.
Neon finds the second.
1 found from Toxic. TKM isn't just a name dueler. He also sometimes stuns for his Neon.
Occasionally uses it. Neon here looks to get going for the swing. Finds the third. And
Spike planted.
Flash fire in a 1v4. Nothing but a Spectre. Buffed gun.
I
Frozen
mean,
is backwards B hopping, trying to clip form.
oh, but Flashfire finds 2 here. Looks to be making a run at a something
now,
here.
It would be cinema.
It
if
would.
for that BM backwards B hopping, he clutches this 1v4.
Very true. Flashfire take it home for all of us.
I would love to see them.
One enemy remaining. 3 down.
Hold on.
Sova here, 1 HP. Looks to be going for the wrap, but
Weird angle.
Flashfire is aware. Looks to be sticking for the half. Maybe then facing. Beautiful. Has a thorn for the Saw. Maybe because thorn in front of him, but he doesn't know it's halved. Flashfire with the stick.
No!
Point 13. So close. And just doesn't find it. Standing up in his chair. He's aggravated.
That
The
would be
smile.
a robbery if he got away with that. But it would have been a welcome one. Only time I would encourage crime.
Very true. And I mean, Frozen and TKM just wreaking absolute havoc. Frozen is 32 and 10, and some of his teammates don't have double digits in kills.
Cypher has seen a total of 11 people.
And it's not looking good here. Oh, the Neon ult here ripping. Stun.
One
Toxic though
tap.
finds the kill.
Toxic. That looks like my Neon gameplay right there. Unfortunately, the Aftershock also finds one. Toxic in a weird angle. Gets caught out on snow.
Zach, horrible timing on the swing too. Gets found. 4v2 here. MF Line does find the one.
Last player standing.
Unfortunately,
Attackers
Pratt
win.
is able to close out Sunset as well.
And that is a GG here. And fortunately for us, playoffs are double elim, so we will be okay. Frozen with 7 first bloods, 32 and 11.
536 ACS.
Yeah, and I mean that's just such a performance. I mean, there's not even a lot you can really say about that. Just unfortunate from MSU, not being able to get the momentum online. I think that op really tore us apart and just didn't put us in the greatest place. But double elim, all good. You know, you can lose one.
We
you
will
know.
be back. This is not the end of the Michigan State B team. They will show up. I'm not quite sure when their next match is.
Pretty sure next, or I don't know when your guys' playoffs are, but I think it might be next
I'm not too sure.
Tuesday.
But I know they will be back, and they will be back with a vengeance. They're going to use as a motivation in the rest of their practices for the week, and they're going to put in the work. So,
and that's all you can do, especially in such a format. And sometimes the cards just don't line up very well for you. And that's what it looked like happened tonight. But all good. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't, and I have no doubt our boys will be back better than ever. But that will be it for us tonight. So stay tuned because very soon we will be having more MSU matches. I believe that tomorrow our A team, so me and Kirisudo, and my other very, very fun and good teammates will be playing against, I believe, Utah. So we'll be seeing how that goes. And I believe there will be more matches soon. Smash, Rocket League, just stay tuned.
When do we give up? When do we just close our eyes and say, that's it? This water's too polluted. This disease too far along. To a Spartan, the answer is simple. Never. Because Michigan State was founded on the belief that our purpose is to make the world a better place. And when you're open to unconventional thinking, you value people's differences and are willing to work harder, push farther, and forge true partnerships. Then and only then can you solve the world's toughest problems. Better, faster. Like renewable energy, clean water, Parkinson's disease, and fighting malaria. Things Spartans work on every single day, all without fanfare. Because we know our true triumph lies in the impact we make on the world around us. And after all, if we don't do it, who will? Spartans will.